A father from southwest London has been jailed for life after being found guilty of murdering his 6-year-old daughter. The Old Bailey heard how 36-year-old Ben Butler inflicted catastrophic head injuries on Ellie at their home in Sutton in October 2013. She died less than a year after being returned to her parents after a high-profile custody battle. My colleague Reya el-salahi has been following the case for us. Reya.
Here at the Old Bailey, both of Ellie's parents sobbed and shook their heads as this 2-month murder trial, which revealed shocking levels and a history of domestic violence, came to an end earlier today. A sibling denied a sister, grandparents denied a much-loved grandchild, and a young child denied a future at the hands of her emotionally, physically and verbally abusive father, and concealed with the help of her own mother. A word of warning, some viewers may find the following footage distressing.
Run faster, you're losing.
A gentle and thoughtful little girl. That's how Ellie Butler was described by teachers at her southwest London primary school. But behind closed doors, a violent and abusive home led to the 6-year-old's young life being cut short at the hands of a man who should have been first in line to protect her. In October 2013, emergency services received this distressing call from Ellie's mum and dad.
I need to help you. So what's happened? Tell me what's happened.
I don't know. It was just come upstairs and a little girl called us down and our other daughter's upstairs and she's laying there. She's not responding. I'm breathing, but she just makes this. I don't even know.
We now know the cry for help was a cover-up. Ben Butler and his partner Jenny Gray waited almost 2 hours after their daughter stopped breathing to dial 999. They claimed she died in an accident after falling off a stool while excitedly watching her favourite Peppa Pig DVD. But before contacting emergency services, Mr. Butler called his partner, who raced back to their Sutton home from work to help hide the truth. Experts say the extent of the schoolgirl's horrific injuries were a result of being hit over the head or thrown against a wall. A question police put to the parents.
Was Ellie struck with an object as opposed to falling against a hard surface of the floor, OK? Was Ellie struck against a wall or...
I think I could do that, no.
Okay.
I don't know what's happened here. And all I can say to you is I don't believe Ben done that. I don't believe Ben's done anything to her. And the reason I don't believe that is I've got no reason to think that. If there's ever anything I'd ever seen, anything I ever thought, I would say so.
It happened less than a year after the unemployed father and Ms Gray convinced the High Court to return Ellie to their care after a conviction for shaking her as a baby was quashed on appeal. Now the man with a history of violence and a short temper is facing a life behind bars for his daughter's murder. In court today, Ben Butler shouted he was 100% not guilty and plans to appeal his convictions for murder and child cruelty, a conviction which will see him serve a minimum 23-year sentence behind bars. Meanwhile, Ellie's mother, Jenny Gray, was sentenced to 42 months for perverting the course of justice and child cruelty. She's expected to serve at least half of that sentence.